Welcome to Suriname, the secret paradise of South America. Have you ever heard of a country so hidden, even most travelers don't know it exists? Welcome to Suriname, South America's best-kept secret. Tucked between Brazil and the Atlantic Ocean, this small nation offers a life unlike anywhere else on Earth. Imagine lush rainforests, vibrant cultural traditions, jaw-dropping biodiversity, and a peaceful lifestyle that won't drain your wallet. Suriname is where colonial charm meets Caribbean rhythm, and where everyday life is simple, affordable, and deeply connected to nature. The people are warm, the food is bold, and the women? Absolutely stunning. It's a place where cultures collide in the most beautiful way, from Dutch to Creole, Indian to Indonesian. This documentary takes you deep into the heart of Suriname to explore the real life behind the postcard. So get ready to uncover the truth about a country that deserves way more attention. If you're enjoying the journey, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to Taste the World with Thomas for more incredible discoveries from around the globe. 1. Hidden on the map. Where is Suriname and why haven't you heard of it? Suriname is a tiny country on the northeastern coast of South America, squeezed between Guyana, French Guiana, and Brazil. Despite being on one of the most vibrant continents, it's often overlooked by travelers and rarely mentioned in mainstream media. One reason is its size. Suriname is small, both in land area and population, with less than 1 million people. Another is language. Unlike its Spanish and Portuguese-speaking neighbors, Suriname's official language is Dutch. That colonial connection makes it culturally distinct and less familiar to Americans or English speakers. Suriname was once a Dutch colony, and traces of that history remain visible in its architecture and customs. The country is mostly covered in untouched rainforest, which means most of the population lives along the coast. Tourism is still developing here, so there are fewer resorts or international campaigns to promote it. But for those who do visit, Suriname feels like discovering a new world hidden in plain sight. It's South America's best-kept secret, until now. 2. More than just cheap. Is life in Suriname really low cost? Suriname is often described as a low-cost country, and it truly lives up to that title. Housing, food, transportation, and even entertainment are surprisingly affordable compared to most Western nations. In the capital, Paramaribo, you can rent a decent apartment for a fraction of the price you'd pay in the US or Europe. Eating out is cheap, with flavorful street food and local meals costing just a few dollars. Utility bills are low, and you don't need a car. Public transportation or even walking gets you almost everywhere. But low cost doesn't mean low quality. The pace of life is slower, but it's peaceful, community-oriented, and deeply connected to nature. You won't find luxury malls or fast-paced nightlife, but you'll gain something far richer: simplicity and balance. For digital nomads, retirees, or anyone escaping the rat race, Suriname offers incredible value for money. It's not just about saving, it's about living well, for less. 3. The land of women. What makes Surinamese women so unique? Surinamese women are among the most diverse and captivating in the world. Their beauty reflects the country's rich cultural mix. African, Indian, Indonesian, Chinese, and Dutch heritage all blend together. This mix creates women with stunning features, expressive eyes, and radiant skin tones. But it's not just physical beauty that stands out. Surinamese women are strong, independent, and proud of their roots. Many are multilingual, speaking Dutch, English, Sranan Tongo, and often an ethnic language from their heritage. They grow up in a culture where family, community, and respect are deeply valued. Women play important roles in both family life and the workforce, and education is widely encouraged. Their style is a vibrant mix of modern fashion and traditional dress, often full of color and personality. Surinamese women are also known for their warm hospitality and open hearts toward visitors. They are, without question, a major part of what makes Suriname unforgettable. 4. A cultural melting pot. Dutch, African, Indian, and Amerindian influences. Suriname is one of the most culturally diverse countries on Earth, and that's not an exaggeration. Its population is made up of Afro-Surinamese, Hindustani, East Indian, Javanese, Indonesian, Chinese, Amerindian, Dutch, and mixed heritage people. You can see this mix in everyday life, from the languages spoken to the holidays celebrated. It's totally normal to hear Dutch, Sranan Tongo, Hindi, Javanese, and English on the same street. The Dutch colonial influence is seen in the architecture and governance, while African traditions live on in music and dance. East Indian and Indonesian cultures show up in religion, clothing, and food. Christian churches, Hindu temples, and mosques often sit just blocks away from each other. Suriname is one of the few places where this level of diversity feels completely natural and peaceful. Rather than clashing, these cultures blend into something unique and beautiful. Living in Suriname feels like living in 5 countries at once, without leaving the city. 5. The rhythm of life. What does a typical day look like for locals? Life in Suriname moves at a slower, more relaxed pace. Most people start their day early with a strong cup of local coffee or sweet tea. In the capital, Paramaribo, shops open around 8 a.m. and the streets begin to fill with families, market vendors, and students in uniform. Many locals either walk, ride bikes, or take shared minivans called buses to get around. Work hours are typically from 8 to 4, but family and social life always come first. After work, people often gather with neighbors or head to the riverside for some fresh air and food. Weekends are for visiting family, cooking together, and celebrating cultural or religious events. Life is simple but full. People take time to talk, share, and enjoy the moment. Technology hasn't completely taken over, which makes human connection stronger. In Suriname, time isn't money, it's something to be savored. 6. Surprising flavors. The unforgettable tastes of Suriname. Surinamese cuisine is a true reflection of its multicultural population. Every bite tells a story, blending African, Indian, Indonesian, Chinese, and Dutch flavors. You'll find dishes like roti with curried chicken, nasi goreng, Indonesian fried rice, and pom, a baked Creole casserole made with root vegetables and meat. Street vendors sell bakabana, fried plantains, spicy soups, and fresh tropical juices. There's a love for bold spices, coconut milk, and rich sauces that bring every dish to life. It's common to eat with your hands during traditional meals, and food is always a shared experience. The markets are packed with ingredients like cassava, ginger, chili peppers, and fresh fish. Food in Suriname is not only delicious, it's deeply symbolic of the country's cultural unity. Each dish feels familiar yet completely new. Once you've tasted Surinamese food, you'll never forget it. 7. Embraced by nature, jungles, rivers, and wildlife in Suriname. Over 90% of Suriname is covered in untouched rainforest, making it one of the greenest countries on Earth. The air is fresh, the rivers are clean, and the wildlife is as wild as it gets. Monkeys swing through trees, colorful parrots scream overhead, and jaguars still roam deep in the jungle. The Amazon basin stretches into Suriname, creating one of the most biodiverse areas on the planet. Massive rivers like the Suriname and Maroni cut through the forest, offering transportation and beauty in equal measure. Local villages live along these rivers, depending on fishing, farming, and nature itself for survival. Ecotourism is growing fast here, but the wild still dominates. There are no massive highways through the jungle, just boats, dirt roads, and silence. If you love raw, unspoiled nature, Suriname feels like a paradise lost in time. It's not just scenery, it's a way of life. 8. Peace and safety. How safe is life in Suriname? One of the biggest surprises about Suriname is how peaceful and calm it feels. The crime rate is relatively low compared to many other countries in the region. Violent crime is rare, especially outside the capital, and most locals go about their day without fear. In Paramaribo, petty theft can happen, just like in any city, but serious danger is uncommon. Police are visible, and most neighborhoods have a strong sense of community. People look out for each other, and visitors are often treated with kindness and curiosity. Political stability also contributes to the safe environment. Suriname has remained democratic and relatively conflict-free for decades. That said, it's still smart to take basic precautions. Don't flash money, lock your doors, and be aware at night. But overall, life in Suriname is relaxed and secure. It's one of South America's most underrated safe havens. 9. Budget reimagined. How much money do you need to live well in Suriname? Living in Suriname doesn't require a big bank account. It's one of the most affordable countries in the Americas. Rent for a decent one-bedroom apartment in Paramaribo can cost as little as $200 to $400 per month. Basic groceries are cheap, especially local produce, fish, and rice. Eating out is affordable too. A full meal at a local restaurant might cost $3 to $6. Public transportation is under $1, and fuel prices are reasonable for those who drive. Utilities like electricity and water are low cost, especially if you live modestly. Healthcare is available and inexpensive, though private options are better for foreigners. Internet and mobile data are accessible and surprisingly reliable for digital nomads. For under $1,000 a month, you can live comfortably, without sacrificing quality of life. Suriname proves that a simpler, richer life doesn't have to be expensive. 10. Cultural celebrations and traditions, a world of color and rituals. Suriname is a land where cultural celebrations light up the year with color, rhythm, and soul. Every major ethnic group, Creole, Indian, Javanese, Chinese, and indigenous, brings its own unique traditions. Hindu festivals like Diwali and Holi are celebrated with fireworks, color powder, and joyful street dancing. Muslim holidays like Eid are marked with prayer, feasts, and community gatherings. The Javanese New Year includes traditional dance, shadow puppet shows, and offerings. Then there's Kedi Kodi, a powerful national day commemorating the abolition of slavery, celebrated with music, speeches, and ancestral rituals. Christmas and New Year's Eve blend Christian tradition with Caribbean energy, full of fireworks and food. Cultural pride runs deep here, and everyone is welcome to join in the festivities. In Suriname, traditions aren't just observed, they're lived with joy, respect, and community spirit. It's a country where every month brings something new to celebrate. 11. Work and income. What jobs can foreigners find in Suriname? For foreigners thinking of moving to Suriname, the job market is small but not impossible. Most opportunities exist in education, especially for English teachers at international schools or private institutions. NGOs, environmental organizations, and some government-backed projects also welcome skilled foreigners, especially in healthcare, conservation, or social services. Entrepreneurs and digital nomads have an edge, since remote work allows you to earn globally while spending locally. Opening a small business, like a guesthouse, cafe, or tour company, is also possible, but requires permits and local connections. Speaking Dutch can be a huge advantage when applying for jobs, but it's not always mandatory. Salaries are generally lower than in the US or Europe, so many expats rely on savings or remote income. The cost of living, however, makes this trade-off easier to manage. With the right mindset, Suriname offers space to grow professionally and creatively. It's not a land of big money, but it's a place of big opportunity for the right kind of adventurer. 12. Love in Suriname, understanding local relationship dynamics. Romantic relationships in Suriname are shaped by cultural diversity, family values, and deep emotional connection. Surinamese people are generally warm, expressive, and open-hearted when it comes to love. Relationships often move slowly and are built on trust, family approval, and shared values. It's common for couples to live with or near extended family, and family opinions carry serious weight. Gender roles can be traditional, but modern ideas are growing, especially in urban areas. Public displays of affection are accepted, but still somewhat modest. Hand-holding or hugs are common, but not too much more. Many Surinamese women value respect, loyalty, and a good sense of humor in a partner. Cross-cultural relationships are fairly common, especially among expats and locals in Paramaribo. Honesty and sincerity go a long way here. Locals tend to see through superficial charm. In Suriname, love isn't rushed. It's real, rooted, and meant to last. 13. Why are more people moving here? Chasing the hidden secret. Suriname is quietly becoming a magnet for people seeking a different kind of life. Unlike noisy tourist hotspots or overdeveloped cities, Suriname offers something rare: peace, nature, and real community. Many expats are drawn by the low cost of living, but they stay for the slower pace, cultural richness, and sense of belonging. It's not overrun with tourists, which means you can truly experience the soul of the country. Digital nomads, retirees, and even young families are finding that Suriname gives them freedom without breaking the bank. The climate is tropical, but the vibe is calm. There's no pressure to impress, just space to breathe and live. It's a place where people can start fresh without the chaos of modern urban life. For those tired of the rat race, Suriname feels like a hidden treasure. The secret is out, and more people are listening. 14. Social life and friendship. Is it easy to fit in? Making friends in Suriname is easier than you might think. The people are known for being warm, curious, and open to new faces. If you show genuine interest in the culture and make the effort to learn a few local words, doors open quickly. Locals love to invite newcomers to barbecues, family events, or community celebrations. Surinamese society is built on strong community ties, so friendships often come through neighbors, co-workers, or church groups. Expats can also connect through clubs, language exchanges, or volunteer opportunities. While Dutch is the official language, most people speak multiple tongues and are happy to communicate however they can. There's a strong respect for diversity, which makes fitting in less intimidating. If you come with humility and a smile, you'll likely leave with lifelong friends. In Suriname, you're not just a visitor, you're part of the story. 15. This is Suriname, a different future for those who seek more. Suriname isn't just a place, it's a new kind of possibility. For those who dream of escaping the stress, noise, and high cost of modern life, it offers an alternative future. A life that's slower, simpler, and surprisingly fulfilling. Imagine waking up to jungle birds instead of traffic, or spending your afternoon at the river instead of behind a screen. Here, success isn't measured in dollars or deadlines, it's measured in peace, time, and connection. Suriname gives you room to breathe, to build, and to belong. It's not for everyone, but for those who want something real, it's perfect. You won't find luxury malls or flashy nightlife, but you'll find meaning, nature, and freedom. Whether you're looking to reset, retire, or reinvent yourself, Suriname might just be the future you've been waiting for. It's not a fantasy, it's just a different kind of real. Travel documentary, final thoughts. Suriname may be one of the smallest countries in South America, but it holds one of the biggest surprises. It's a place where cultures blend, nature thrives, and simplicity becomes a source of strength. Life here isn't about luxury, it's about balance, connection, and peace. Whether you're drawn by the low cost of living, the warmth of the people, or the untouched beauty of the jungle, Suriname offers something rare in today's world: authenticity. It's a place where you don't just visit, you become part of something deeper. For those willing to step off the beaten path, a whole new world is waiting. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this documentary, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Taste the world with Thomas, for more eye-opening stories from the most unexpected corners of the planet. Your support keeps this journey going. Until next time, keep exploring.